Apologies, everyone. My computer just crashed on me. So we're off to a great start today. I don't know about you guys, but I'm off to a good start. How's your day going so far?
Good, man. I can't complain. Got a few tickers to talk about today, obviously, but we all know the one that everyone's going to want to talk about.
Yep.
Wait. Let me guess. Is it Apple?
It's the one that you sold for $2 instead of a $70 profit.
Whoa. Time out. I sold it for $3. Let's be clear.
Yeah, guys. And if we're going to make fun of somebody, let's make fun of me. I'm the one that scalped it for 35 cents through 14. Okay. So let's not sit here and rag on Spencer, who at least got $3 out of it.
So there's three types of traders in the world. There's one Spencer who gets dollars. There's Ryan who gets pennies. And then there's me who just watches from the sidelines. So there's that.
Yep.
Zunaid, when the YOLOs come, man, you fire in like a Christmas tree. That doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean.
We would talk about all of this and more. Let's get the show on the road here.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Those words have been dancing around my head all night. Oh, it's Vegas law, that phrase.
Kiana.
Fisher.
Joy.
Joe. Cards drawn are the past, ones to come are future.
And the best part, it's beatable.
And because it's Friday, let's bring on our man Chris Catchy. He was
Nice.
on yesterday, so we'll bring him on.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Man? Welcome back.
Welcome back. Chris, what a freaking day, man.
I mean, record day for SPACs. I mean, this thing, the volume on it traded 17 times over its float, which is among the highest ever. I mean, we're at what, 93 now, headed probably to 100. Not financial advice out there, guys. I think yesterday, Spencer, I said, diamond hands to 420.69, and I think we should have just gone a little lower and said diamond hands to 69, right? Because that was a key point, the meme for the stock yesterday. But yeah, this thing just took off, and it's taking off again today. Big question is, will we see a fall and when?
Well, so I would say, Chris, I'll take that. Yes, we will see a fall. When? I don't know, my man. It could get a lot crazier before it starts to make some sense here. And frankly, it may never make sense. The slide deck that you were talking about yesterday, it was interesting to say the least. I saw another report on that this morning that the gentleman was also kind of like, I don't know. They want to do everything. They want to be the whole internet. Let's see. But in between now and then, we're going to have multiple opportunities to trade this, and we're going to give it a shot. The other thing is ticker PHUN.
Yeah, Funware.
To this.
Yeah, shout out. Stock Talk Weekly is where I saw it on Twitter. The call out on Funware, PHUN. Had a link to an old Trump app, right, for the re-election campaign of Trump and Pence. So again, it looks like just a rumor now. But if there is a connection between Funware and the new app, you would definitely see, even a bigger leg. But right now, just the sympathy play.
Well, there was an article from USA Today from
2020, yep,
from April or May of 2020, so a year and a half ago now. That was saying that the Trump campaign app, re-election app, whatever that was, had a partnership with Funware. So the implication or the assumption is that, they've already been in business together once before for an app. Why not do it again? Nothing confirmed, obviously. This is the market that we're in. So I really want to hear from Zunaid about this because Zunaid tried to tell me yesterday to trade this off the VWAP. And that's probably the only way to trade this thing. So Zunaid, can you pull up your charts for us? And I do want to look at the VWAP here because that's probably your one of your most reliable. And maybe because we had some questions in the chat on our last show about what VWAP is, if you want to explain what that is to a few people that are watching.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Give me 1 second here to get my shares or my screen going here. And I'm taking a look at it right now. And it never really came to VWAP as much yesterday, right? The biggest thing for me is VWAP for me gives me where I should risk off, where I should, if it breaks VWAP, I should go ahead and get out and things like that. And you can see here yesterday, as soon as it bolted above VWAP, it never really came back. And this blue line here is where VWAP is. But I will say, in terms of psychological levels, if we go ahead and take a look at the $50, as soon as it broke $50, where is it? Right over here. As soon as it broke it with this candle, it was it. It was just bombs away, and it never looked back. So if you wanted to get in the trade, you could have done it at the break of $50 and things like that. Same thing went out. You know, $100 could be like a magnet for this trade right here. So if it hits $100, if you have the cojones to go ahead and try to short it for a couple of bucks, cool. God bless you. Otherwise, a break of 100 and a little bit of consolidation, that's where I would go ahead and get in with a stop loss, $2-3 underneath it. But never really got a chance to play it off of the VWAP yesterday because it just kept going. I mean, it was just on and on and on. But I will go ahead and say we talked about a couple of other tickers yesterday. AMD, right? I only bring this up because we had a troll in the chat that said we're only talking about tickers and the possibilities of it and never getting into a trade. Well, if you're patient and you listen, you'll get some good nuggets.
Yeah, exactly.
We gave out the AMD $118 calls. We said that for about $1.40, and then the second entry was near VWAP for $1.20. I exited those for $1.96 yesterday, and the stock is up even $1 or $2 today based off of, I assume, Intel's earnings reports and whatever else. We gave NVIDIA at, I think it was, what was it, like $1.40 there again, and that's up $4. So be patient. We'll get you guys trades. And yeah, that's how yesterday went, recapping, and those are the swings that I have that I'm going to get out of.
And a lot of it also is just calling stuff out, right?
Yeah.
Like calling movers, especially like once the open hits, right? Because
Right.
we're calling movers because no one can look at everything all at the same time.
And
Yeah, not at all.
Spencer, to that point, it's also not easy to look and call and trade at the same time. Like, understand what we're trying to do. We're trying to look at multiple screens, come up with ideas that are actionable before the move actually sets in, trade them, and call them all at the same time. Not easy to do. We'll do the best that we can, though.
Something else that we talked about yesterday was, you know, how Tesla at that $900 level, grab a short, grab a put, because it's going to have a tough time getting over that $900 level. And look at that, exactly what it did. Went ahead and hit 900 right here, and then all the way to VWAP. So that was another nice play. So just be patient.
It hit 900 like right on the dot, right? And then
it did.
Down.
It hit exactly 900. You can see the high right there.
The 52-week high, I think, an all-time high is 900.04, and it came so
0.40, I think, but yeah.
Okay. It came so close to that, but yeah, it hit 900 and then just
came to a VWAP. And like, you know, like the puts that I got went from like $5.50 to $8 was my exit. So like, I only say this to just listen to the ideas and see if it works for you. Because the way that Ryan trades with like the smaller amount stocks and like the scalps, I'm not the best at that, you know. But that doesn't mean the ideas I won't listen to them. So like, be patient. That's my rant.
And the thing about that also is that some of those have to be done really, really quick. So the last thing that I'm going to do is get into something, shout it out, and then sell it into the people I'm shouting. I mean, come on. That's
hey, wait, Ryan. I sorry, I got to interrupt. I got to bring your attention to PTLO here, Portillo's. We're starting to rip here.
Oh, I ripped last night, man. Oh my God. I had a big beef last night. It was so good. Oh man. What a great way to celebrate the IPO. Just actually go there and it was not crowded. I got in and out. Everyone was nice. Food was delicious. Couldn't have been any better.
I love it. I love it. As Spencer went ahead and exited because he was disgusted. But anyway, what are you looking at today, man? Well, we got about a minute or two here.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be watching PHUN and DWAC. Obviously, shout out to CRTD. I've actually traded this before. This is a great little scalp trade that can end up running 50 cents. So your scalp can actually turn into a real nice trade on this. Don't have any position in any of these yet. I'm still watching SNTG. I think there's going to be a spike here at some point. I've been wrong on it so far. We'll see where we keep going. I'm also watching Activision Blizzard because this has been an absolute winner off of the 75 off the 75 level. And remember, we are setting up for earnings in 11 days here on Tuesday. So I got a lot of stuff that I'm watching here. I'm going to be watching the general market. Shout out to Kicker Char. This is my biggest, longest term investment. They got a contract yesterday where some of the figures were not disclosed because they're still figuring it out. This company has big jobs that require quite a bit. So sometimes the estimate and how much that's going to be takes a while. Really excited for this one. I'm going to be holding this for a number of years. It was really great to see that some of these contracts that we're expecting are starting to come down. So I'm going to be watching quite a bit here today. And I'm also going to be watching the scanner as soon as we open up.
You guys think we see Halt in DWAC again today?
Oh, it's over 100.
Oh,
it's
sure.
over 100 now. It's at 110.
The ARB trade here for anyone that can time it perfect would be the warrants, right? So DWAC can halt. The warrants cannot halt. So if you are able to time it and you see the halt because the stock is going up, there was people playing the warrants yesterday through the halts because of that, right? The warrants don't halt. The warrants are the riskier trade, but also, I mean, they were the bigger winner yesterday, right? Up over 2,100% on the day. So that's DWAC W. So that's something to watch for too, because I think we do see several halts today. Especially now hitting the 100 mark and holding there.
But also less liquid, right?
Real quick about the warrants. It's important to understand the structure on how those actually work. And I'll be honest, I don't have that. How is it? Is it 2 warrants for 1 share of stock? A strike of 1150. So
it's one to one. It is 1 to 1 on these warrants. A strike of 1150. The biggest thing here is, I mean, this is a trade, right? You don't want to be trying to hold these long term right now because there is some language in the original filing that you cannot exercise those warrants for a year. So you may not see the benefits of the share price, for a while and get stuck in these. So I think it's more of a trading vehicle. But again, something to watch. But yeah, the unit's priced and you got a half of a warrant with each unit. But yeah, the warrants are 1 to 1 at 1150.
Okay, thank you, Chris.
Insane. That's just insane.
Okay, so SPAC Mania is here. It's not just DWAC. We've also got the We company, WeWork, opened at 13, 50 some 40 something. We just spent something just happened in the last 15 minutes, 20 minutes, because we just ripped higher on all these new issues. Portillo's, DWAC, I'm not sure what's up with the market here, but
Spencer, you want to know a fun story about WeWork?
Sure.
If you take the SPAC DWAC, right, the company that is taking that public, the address that they list on the filing, if you Google that address,
is a WeWork.
It's a WeWork.
Yeah. Well, I told you what happened. I tried to download the app yesterday, but I don't know. I don't. The app
so it sounds like beta in November. It looks like pre-order right now, beta in November, and a public launch in the first quarter of 2022. So I mean that timeline, is still kind of spread out there. Again, this company doesn't have an app. The other thing I would say, I mean, you're going to see a lot of news and articles out there about the Trump app, right? And I've already seen one on Gizmodo about how Truth Social stole their code from an existing app. So there could be a legality and a licensing issue there. There's also some articles going around talking about the leader of the SPAC DWAC having ties to, Wuhan, China. So again, there's a lot of news out there, and we'll see what becomes of it if it's true. And also if anyone pays attention to it and cares, with the price action.
Okay, so DWAC halted, FUN
halted now, yep.
Yep, FUN also halted.
Yeah, FUN shouldn't be a surprise that halted. I mean, that thing took off in after hours yesterday, and it's just an insane move today.
I don't even. Okay, I'm sort of watching, forgetting all that for a second. I'm sort of watching Snapchat as my leader for the day, at least for the morning, because the report was so brutal that. And it did take down the rest of tech with it last night. It did take Facebook down and Twitter down. It's popped a smidgen here off the open. Not really pop. But anyway, I am watching Snapchat as my indicator. As Snapchat goes, so will Twitter, so will Facebook.
Yeah, I mean, if Facebook reports, I believe on Monday. So if you're a believer in Facebook, this is a great price to get in. if you want to play the run up or if you want to do whatever with it, you've got a bit of a blessing here, if you will.
What else?
Especially with it down 4%. I mean,
yeah, I'm with Dennis. I was actually surprised that Twitter didn't fall more yesterday on the Trump app news, but now falling on the Snap news more than anything.
Yeah, the Trump app news is sort of irrelevant for Twitter, I think, for the moment.
Yeah,
if they can launch a product, to be a different
Yeah,
story.
but that might be a 2022 story. Yeah.
Right. For Snapchat, the Snapchat thing is like this is I don't own Twitter, but if I did, I would
today.
I'd be spooked. If I was in Twitter, I would be downright spooked, because now you have two of the big four, right? You got your Facebook, you got Snapchat, you got Twitter, you got Pinterest. Big four. Two of them, Facebook and Snapchat, have both come out now and said, yeah, the Apple stuff is giving us problems.
CRTD's halted right now too.
Yeah, that ripped right out of the gate there. Yep. CRTD. So this, like I said,
they had some news too. It looks like they signed a TikTok star. I don't know TikTok stars, so the news, it doesn't mean anything to me. But it isn't Benzinga Pro there on the news feed.
Yes, it is. And like I said, I've traded CRTD before. This thing is no stranger to runs. You actually saw it right here in the pre-market. We went from a 450 level that we snapped, traded all the way up to near 850. I don't think we quite got that print, but we got real close. This thing, no stranger. It'll be interesting to see where we open here. The last time that this halted, I believe that there were multiple halts in the day. So be careful. Be careful trading stocks that are prone to halting. If you're already trading PHUN and DWAC, I mean, this is probably much lighter than that in terms of its risk.
We got TDAC up 7%. TDAC. Remember that was on our watch yesterday. Lottery.com, sports.com. Could get a nice run again today.
All right, couple orders out there for me. Go ahead. Real quick, I just want to grab a YOLO on 920 Tesla calls. I filled at $2.10. For Funware, I've got a $10.05 fill. If it does halt down and tick me, my stop loss will be below 950. So I'm risking about 50 cents. Just an FYI on that.
You took the 920 call?
920 call, yeah.
Man, you're doing well on that.
It just spiked through that $900 level.
Yeah, wow.
And Chris, I mean, or anybody else, take a look at the chart again today. Hit 900, smacked $6-7, right? So, but it's kind of like, you keep knocking on that door, you keep kicking on that door, you're bound to kick it down. It looks like that's what happened, because we've got Tesla all-time highs. Now we got to see a little bit of consolidation over that $900 level, and if I see that, I'll go ahead and grab a bunch more. For a little bit of a run up, especially because it's Friday. So these options should run if Tesla runs early in the first hour or so as well.
Bill trying to tell a joke. Ryan, speaking of no stranger to runs, tell us more about your Portillo's.
I knew as soon as you started that sentence, I had a feeling that was where I was going.
Portillo's doesn't do that. I'm fortunate, man. Portillo's doesn't do that to me. I didn't go to White Castle. I went to Portillo's. Thanks, though.
Do we have Portillo's in Michigan? I don't know if we have. Okay.
I don't think we do.
I didn't think so, but
I've only been to it
at one point that they were expanding here. But
I've only been to it once in my life, and it was in Chicago.
I've never been. So I'll have to hit up Chicago there, and
you guys let me know. We will go to Portillo's. I promise.
I mean, there's no reason Ryan shouldn't own this in like his Roth in his retirement account. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, if you're that passionate about a company,
yeah, right. This is financial advice. Just kidding.
All right. See, now there's Tesla getting smacked below 900. And there goes my YOLO. Down 40%. Funware hanging out around the $12 area. Did not get me in at $10.05. So I am not in that trade.
Skills pushing through 10 as well here. 10.35 on skills.
Yeah, it looked like Kathy. I think Kathy watched our show yesterday because she had been selling skills. Did you see, Spencer? She bought over 2 million shares of skills yesterday. So little seller's remorse there. She's getting back in hard.
Wow, interesting.
That Amazon higher news to her must have been big.
Hold on, the chat is saying that there are Portillo's in Michigan apparently. So we should.
It must be East Side because I definitely don't think. Oh,
nobody goes
Sterling Heights.
Nobody goes to the East Side. Come on.
I grabbed one more.
Oh yeah, there is
one.
The way. There is one in Sterling Heights. We'll have to get over there. It's a bit of a
next time I come to the office, Portillo's.
That's a bit of a hike.
We'll make a road trip.
Funware halted at 14.
It's next door to a
14.
hospital.
Oh my goodness. What was fun yesterday? It was under $2 yesterday. I remember seeing this.
It's up $12.53 right now.
I wrote the article recapping the day for DWAC yesterday, and I think PHUN had just started going over $2 in after hours.
I gotta start trading
when my
after
article
hours,
was written.
man. I gotta start trading
Yeah,
after hours.
my article says PHUN shares are up 33% to $2.04. $2.04 when I was writing my article instead of buying.
Insane.
So shout out to Benzinga for getting the press out instead of making money.
Yeah, Funware is halted now. You've got Tesla knocking on that $900 level again. I believe it will do it.
I want to address something that I'm trying to find the exact comment in chat. I think it was Austin, somebody. I'm trying to find it. It was about euphoria, right? Is this euphoria? Euphoria doesn't end well. That was the. I'm trying to find the exact comment, but I can't now. I'm sorry. I think your name was Austin. And is this euphoric? Hell yeah, this is euphoric. You don't see moves like the DWAC and Funware every day, or even every month, right, or every quarter. Frankly, I mean, this
rarely,
right? You see stocks do this, but you don't see it do it with this kind of volume, right? Take over the market like this. So yeah, it's always good to think about, the other side of the coin, but and that's why we all control our risk. That's why you're controlling your risk at some point, because you don't want to be the person that's all in when the market turns. The problem is it's very difficult to wait for that to happen, right? Because there are people calling the top in technology stocks in like 1996. I think that's when Alan Greenspan said there's a irrational exuberance. It was 1996. You had to wait 3 more years of madness and people making money for the market, or actually 4 more years for the market to really crash, right? So waiting for the market to crash, waiting for the euphoria to end is not a strategy. All it does is create FOMO and bitterness. You can participate while controlling your risk. As Zunaid said, if you're in a stock like Funware or whatever, you sell when it breaks below VWAP. Boom, you're done, right?
Yep.
You control your risk that way. You trade it on the way up. You control. It's okay to lose money too, right? You control it on your risk on the downside. Whether you what it doesn't matter how you do it, right? Whether it's selling on the VWAP. I did a trailing stop, right? Even though I ended up jumping myself in I panicked and I jumped my own order, but whatever. However you want to control your risk, just control your risk, and you won't get blown out. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, I was actually reading some back and forth between some traders that have more experience than I do the other day, and the conversation was revolving around Bitcoin. And one of the things that I said is that all successful traders, all of them, they're always thinking about risk. It doesn't matter what the asset is. It doesn't matter if the asset is a piece of real estate, a stock, Bitcoin, whatever. They're always thinking about risk, and they're always trying to control it. That's actually what makes them successful. So don't ever lose sight of the risk in any of your trades, frankly.
And the warrants of DWAC, I've got a small, and I'm talking small, good God, small order in at $50 and what is this? $50.25. My stop loss will be $48. I'm hoping for that bounce off of 50. Will I get it? I don't know, but I also have a bracket trade, so I'll get in at 50 and I'll go ahead and get out at $54 on at least half of my position. That's how I have it set up. So if it wicks, I'm in beauty. If it doesn't, that's fine. I tried to do this with Funware at $10.05. It already ran at 14, so I didn't get in.
Shout out to Happy. Happy's up $6,000 on his DWAC.
My boy, Happy for a reason. What's up? Congratulations, pal.
Way to go.
That is something else.
Congratulations, man. I saw a lot of people in the chat congratulating you earlier as well. I don't know if you called it out yesterday or what that was, but
I've never had seller's remorse like this in my life for anything.
Yeah.
When are we coming out of this halt? Are we out of it, or
we're not out of it just yet?
Those Tesla YOLOs must be doing all right.
No, we're out of. Wait a minute. We are out of the DWAC halt. Yes. No. Oh yeah, well that's weird because I see it halted at 9:30 and 41 seconds.
It's been halted for quite some time now.
But yeah, and those are usually 5-minute halts. We've now been halted for 12 minutes. Funware halted at 9:30, 7:35. That was 5 minutes ago on the nose, and we are not out of that yet. This is weird.
The Tesla calls here. Let me go ahead and take a look at something else here. The Nvidia calls, by the way, if anyone took them yesterday, I mean, you are up handsomely. Nvidia is now at 231.
Lex Tech, see, man, I do not have the kind of emotional testicular fortitude for this kind of risk, but like Lex Tech is up 43,000 today on DWAC. Lex Tech, if that's true, congratulations. On the other hand, now what do you do? Because now you're stuck in a halt, and you have and I'm not trying to like scare you, but we don't know where or when this is going to open.
Yeah.
So,
but here's the thing, though. I mean, if you go ahead and put out your limit orders, if you get filled on a wick that you're happy with, great, right? I don't think we'll see, even if it halts down, I don't think we'll see 100. I don't think we'll see that. I think it'll be halted before then, you know?
Yeah, well, that's the word. That's what like hypothetically it could open at like 110, go down to 105 and halt immediately. Like, and you get, before you can blink, it's halted again, right?
Right.
So, yesterday the halts were no problem. Yesterday it opened up right after basically the previous candle's close. I mean, so it was not an issue yesterday.
TRKA halted too, by the way.
Oh, did it?
Yep.
Yeah, TRKA halted. We've had a few halts today. SALM halted and already came out of it.
Yeah, I see someone on Twitter was suggesting TRKA, so that'll always help. And that's the thing. I mean, look, as much as we may or may not, right? I'm not speaking for anyone else. Like the FinTwit world and the calls that they make and things like that, you can take advantage of it. I'm not talking about slapping the ass and trying to get a few cents. I'm saying they're going to be runners. So if you wait for the right pattern, if you wait for the right structure in those stocks, you can make a lot of money. I'm not saying blindly chase. I'm saying be aware, take a look at the ticker, see if it works for you and the patterns you love. And of course, DWAC warrants are now 64 instead of trying to come $50 for me. Thank you. Tesla's at 900. So that's not doing much. Theta is kicking my behind right now on that trade.
I'm looking around here, guys. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
okay.
Nvidia looked. Let me see what AMD is doing. Is it above 120? Yeah, of course it is. Oh, that's right. It was over that yesterday. Nvidia. So Nvidia, if it goes ahead and touches 229.50, I'm actually going to go ahead and get in, and I'll stop out below VWAP. But I need it to come down another 50 cents or so.
I want to put a link in the chat right now. It's a good question from David, and I'm going to paste this link in here.
David.
He asked, you said maybe we should explain why stocks halt and who decides that. The exchanges will decide when to halt a stock and for how long. There are different codes that they will send out as reasons for a halt, T1, T2. I just posted the link in the chat. That link has all the different codes. Like if you see a T1, I mean, it's halted for news pending. The stock will be halted until the news comes out. That's happened a couple of times today, right? In this case, what we have is like a volatility trading halt, right? And those are usually 5 minutes. Usually 5 minutes.
DWAC looks to open at 175, guys.
175.
Can you imagine being short?
No.
Man.
What? Only an idiot is short. Like no one.
Spencer.
No.
I love when I get a rise out of Spencer. It's like it's literally one of the most fun.
No, there was no reason on earth to short the stock. It could literally go to 1,000. That's not a joke.
So on the flip side, there was a report yesterday. So a lot of hedge funds, right, buy into SPACs and SPAC units, right, when they IPO. There was a hedge fund that reportedly, as soon as they heard that this was, it related to Trump, they sold out of their position yesterday morning, first thing. So I don't know what their exit price was, but the rumor was that they lost a potential $200 million in yesterday's trading action.
See, Spencer, There's other people out there just
So
like you.
they lost more than you, Spencer. Let's just say. I'm assuming. I don't
The
know.
opportunity cost.
I don't
was
know
more,
how many
yeah.
shares you bought yesterday, Spencer. I don't think you said. So I mean, I'm assuming, but
I bought
they lost more than you.
it in my trading account that has a balance of like $500. So,
Yeah.
So do the math.
Yeah.
There you go. You're all right.
So today you could buy like 5 shares.
I should have bought. Yeah, you're right. I should have bought in my account where I have like real money in my Fidelity account. But
You should have sold all of your SPY holdings and your ETFs and just gone all in. You could have sent a nice email this morning being like, guys, I've retired. I am not coming on the show tonight.
PBTS through 80, guys.
Wait, what? So what's through 80?
PBTS went through the seller at 176 and then went through the seller at 180. Is now popped to 190 here. Keeps going. 190 high print. Looks like there's some more level 2 here through 190 now. PBTS monster trade here for you.
Okay. Also watching again SALM, which halted and earlier and came out of the halt, ripping higher here again. SALM. What else are we watching? GROM Grom making a move here.
CRTD big pull.
I am just so. Let me ask you this, because I want to get a trade out of this. We talked about DWAC and FOMO and all that. I actually want to get a trade out of this. Yeah. If this does pop off of 150 on the halt up, right? Chris, you mentioned arbing a little bit. How can I take advantage of that and play DRWCW, the warrants? Is it that you go ahead and enter as soon as you see a spike up, or how do you play it? Is there even a play?
Yeah, so I mean, that's the play. So if Ryan said that this is going to open, at 175 out, depending on if the warrants have spiked right now through the halt, I mean, that's your trade, right? Because essentially, if you're doing the math, and if the warrants are up X amount % and the regulars up X amount, I mean, you can get ahead of it through that halt. The question is, you just have to make sure it's not halting for a down move. But yesterday, I don't think we got any down halts, right? On DWAC,
no.
They were all up.
Yes.
Yeah. So just that one red candle that scared Spencer out was the only down, right?
Dude, and like this is
my boy watched the 1 minute.
What, no, I was watching the 15. This is why I've never had a 10 bagger, because in order for me to have that, it would require me to literally not look at it for I would have to ignore it, and it's very hard for me to do that.
And also, here's the thing: you may not have sold at 14, but you may have sold at 20. You may have been like, "Oh, this
there
is
was great." Yeah. Oh, there's no way I would have held.
There's no way you would have held so close.
No way I would have held to the close. Right.
Funware people are saying it's over $20. Let's go ahead and take a look at that one.
Yeah, this is wild.
Yeah,
and this is a trader's dream.
That was $2 yesterday when my article came out. So hopefully someone read that article.
Well said, Chris. Hopefully someone read that one, because that's a monster.
We talked about, the VWAP and how important it is. I didn't want to get it near VWAP just because I was afraid of a smackdown, if you will. But where
FUN just halted again.
Oh, good God. Yep, 1939. Wow. This is insane. The warrants are now at $78.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Funway, there's warrants on too. So PHUNW.
$15.
So you have a warrant trade on that too through the halt. So I mean, that's the thing. I mean, if you can play around all day today, you can probably make money just on these halts. So
all right.
Yeah, Zunaid, I'm about to say just F it.
I just went and got in on Funware warrants, got filled at $15.78. My stop loss will be $14. So I'm risking $1. And let's see how quickly I get taken out.
All right.
How are AMC and GME doing today? Because that was the other thing, was that there's a cycle of these meme stocks, right?
Right.
So a lot of people have potentially taken their money from those plays to get into the new meme trades. That was something I think Dennis called out either on Twitter or on Pre-Market Prep.
Okay.
Dude, the spread on these Funware.
Zunaid, can I ask you just how did you get in Funware? Wait, did we just halt? We just did.
Dude, the spreads on these is like freaking 75 cents. It just went massive spread. It wasn't like that when
you got in the warrants, or you have a bid out?
I've got in the warrants. I got filled at $15.70, and then I got filled at 15. My stop loss is $14, but the spread, I'm afraid, is going to take me out. So I'm just staring dead at the bid and the ask.
Well, the warrants trade off the stock, yes?
Yes, but the stock is currently halted. So what I'm hoping is that traders are trying to get in on the warrants, like Chris mentioned earlier. Now, again, I have no clue if this is going to work out or not, which is why this is like a...
Yeah,
you know.
I just have my finger on the buy button, but now that FUN is halted, again, I sort of want to wait and see.
Yeah, and you've got DWAC coming down a little bit, and I say a little bit because I don't want no one to come after me.
So
Is DWAC out of Halt?
No. He means
No,
warrants.
no.
He
The
means
warrants?
I'm getting that what it's open information. I'm getting that from Twitter. I see someone here that says DWAC bids at 180.
Well, okay.
Yeah, so I mean,
okay.
we can go ahead and take a look at our own. Hang on.
TRKA halted again.
Yep.
Fucking hey, man, this is nuts.
Here, you can look at the level 2. What's the level 2
really
saying?
nuts.
I've got
You know
mine
what?
focused on funware warrants, so I can't take my eye off it yet.
Yeah, and one thing, when stuff is this crazy, be careful, but be deliberate about what you're trying to do. Just don't get lost in all of the stuff that's going on, because you can actually compound a problem and make a mistake. Let's not do that. Let's not have any.
I'm out half position at 1680 on the warrants of funware. Come on, go.
Kenny Glick said it. Kenny Glick said it best. Have a little bit of greed, and a lot of risk control.
Yeah.
Right. Be a little greedy. Don't be too greedy. A little greedy.
Build out more on $18.50, and the rest I'm going to let it ride. Woo! I feel something. That was scary. I'm not going to lie.
You know what's wild is like against this entire backdrop, we're back
Holy
at new all-time highs.
Oh,
Like,
oh my goodness. That was
like we are back at new all-time highs in the SPY. The Qs is knocking on the door. The Russell knocking on the door. I mean,
all right. Now here's another entry. Sorry to cut you off. If folks want to get in, and again, this is a risky thing. You want to put up the disclaimer? Feel free to, because hello. My next entry on this would be, well, actually, let me ask you this, Chris, because I don't really play warrants. That was my first time, I think, actually playing a warrant. Do warrants respect psychological numbers and situations like that, or no? The reason I ask is because funware, the warrants of those are going to hit, or if they do hit $10, I'd be a buyer simply because of the psychological bounce of 10 that other stocks have. But I don't know if warrants are going to respect that or not.
Yeah, I don't see the psychological with warrants as much. Again, when I play warrants, it's usually on these SPACs, pre-deal announcement, because what happens is when the deal gets announced, you see the warrants spike more than the common. So again, it's the riskier trade. And again, warrants can go to zero. And obviously if the stock never hits 1150, the warrants can keep going down. But in the case of these two high flyers, again, I think you're seeing a lot more people play the warrants on these names, because when you have stories like, let's face it, my story yesterday talking about how DWAC was up 360%, but the warrants were up 2100%. People see that and they're like, hey, how do I get these gains? So I think the warrants today are going to be a lot of volume.
Chris, it bounced off of $10. I hate you.
The fun ones?
Yeah, fun warrants.
Fun warrants.
Fun just bounced off 10. The actual PHUN is at, I think, halted at 1835 right now.
1835.
Yeah. So here's another thing. Okay, so let's try to give our viewers a possible runner, right? Let's take a look at. And Ryan, do you have anything on TRKA? Any technicals? Anything you kind of see happening?
Let me take a look.
It's on. Is that a halt down on that? I don't know if that's E-Trade's showing me halt down, but I don't know how much I trust it. Because I don't.
Are you saying on TRKA?
TRKA. I know.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for a possible entry if this goes stupid and continues to rise to maybe open. There it is, open at $3.22. Okay.
So 349 high.
I can't figure out a good entry for this. I can figure out a good exit. I can't figure out a good entry though.
And it looks like there's selling pressure on it now, driving it down.
Yeah, especially because here's the worst thing about it, right, chat? If you get a spike down and everyone just hammers the sell and the bid, I mean, you may not even get filled because of how quick everything happened. And then you're out way more than you thought in terms of your risk, which is why you want to play with much, much smaller size. And as we speak of it, there it is right there.
There's your pull.
I will go ahead and grab small here.
And Isaiah really going crazy here. This was a 220 snap here. This I actually found off someone on Twitter. It's hitting the scanner now too. This thing can really, really run. No entry here. I'm not going to chase this. I'm going to wait this out. This looks very similar to TRKA, but
Tesla, by the way,
monster morning here.
What do we think about an potential entry for the fund warrants? Back again to that. Sorry, if it can break above 14.
Oh, let me see.
I can't quote the warrants here in pro.
Yeah.
So here,
it's at 12.90. If it can break above 14, the thing is still halted. The stock is still halted. So if it can, pardon me, but if it can break above 14, maybe you stop yourself out at now at 12.90 or at 12 or somewhere in that area. It's a lot.
I think if you're going to get in now, your stop loss, a good one in my opinion.
Out, it looks like.
Okay, let's go ahead and take a look.
131.90 is what I see.
No, that's the
That's
halt
still
price.
the halt. That's still the halt price.
That was the last halt. Was 131.
Yeah, 131.90.
Unless it just came halted again. Which I don't
no,
and
no,
I'm
no.
seeing warrants are looking to fall a little bit on DWAC right now.
Yeah,
I
and
had
that's why for
I had over
Funware, I
73, and I'm seeing 67, 68 right now.
Yeah, Funware I wouldn't. Just because the stop loss to me isn't below 10, and that's $3 away. So I wouldn't get into that. But I do want to get back to the Tesla trade. It looks like it's starting. If you want to share my
Yeah, I got you.
Share my screen. Kind of I don't even know if you just a bit of the consolidation. Now it's breaking out of that. Again, I do have the 920 calls, got filled at $2.10, and then I got filled at $1.21. I'm down on the first entry. I'm up on the second one. But if it breaks this resistance of 905, should have a fun old time. And it looks like it's tapping it a little bit there, but that's one for anyone that was in the trades of not SPAC related stuff.
Isaiah over 3 now.
Let's see.
Matt, you're asking what the news is on Isaiah. I don't see anything. I think that this might be a sympathy play with some of the other crazy stuff that's going on right now. I don't see anything new on that. And one of the things I first saw was a breakthrough 220 on a level 2. So there was a big seller there that got taken out.
The entry that I had on TRKA, you're up about 30 cents now if you want to get out of here. The reason I got in was because of that VWAP. It broke right above, it fell and it came right above, and that's where we entered. And then it's going well right now. I don't think I'm going to sell this one. I'm just going to let it do what it has to do because the shares. Let's see what the float on this is. It's about 18 million. It's from what I see. I think this is like one of those sympathy of a sympathy of a sympathy.
Wait a minute, we're out of the DWAC, or did we just come out?
We should, because the warrants are falling.
Did we just come out and we halted again? 157. Hold on, is that right?
It's 157.50 right now. Halted again.
It halted. So here's what's interesting. It halted up, but the warrants have fallen. So that's weird. I'm gonna grab some warrants here. Oh, stop loss will be below 50 bucks.
Looks like a high of 175 and halted to the downside.
Yep.
Yeah, DWAC warrants I'm seeing now under 57.
Okay, so just to walk through what just happened there, DWAC came out of the halt for 15 seconds. You had 15 seconds to get to do your thing.
I think that's going to keep happening the next hour. You're going to see a bunch of halts on this. There's so many people.
Oh, Fun is out. Fun came out of the halt too, unless it just halted again.
Let me get this out of the way. What the hell is this? Here's what's weird though, guys. You had DWAC halt up about 20-30 bucks, but the warrants went ahead and took a fall, which is why, Chris, I'm glad you pointed out the ARB on it. I went ahead and got in at 54 because that just
warrants
didn't
are
make
back up
sense.
over 61, right?
And now
you're
up,
60. Right?
Yeah, I'm up about $8. Now $10. But that's weird though. Why? Because as soon as I saw the warrants go down, I assumed DWAC was going down. But then when I saw that it was up, it just didn't make sense. And by the way, it did go ahead and bounce off of that $50 level right there. I didn't get it at 50. I got in at 54. But that is a weird correlation. It's kind of like the VIX and the SPY going up at
Yeah.
the same time for a long, long period of time. And I agree. The market is a joke, but this type of market gives you the opportunity to make a decent amount of money if you manage your risk.
Just because it's a joke doesn't mean you can't laugh along with it, right?
And make money alongside with it. Now, again, I'm not trading what my usual sizes would be, not even a little bit. This is just, to try to have some weekend money, if you will. But yeah, I'm up about $10. Now I feel like, Spencer, do I sell or do I hold? Is this going to 1,000? Because if it's going to 1,000, the warrants are going to go to like 200 or something.
I mean, 420.69, right? Isn't that the psychological level?
Oh man,
you mentioned psychological levels. I mean, Zunaid, it's real. I mean, I also put out an article about Bitcoin, right, from Anthony Pompliano's tweet of what happens when Bitcoin hits $69,420. Like, the internet will break, right? How big of a meme moment is that? And you saw Elon Musk tweet with a meme of it hitting 69,000 and Ethereum hitting 4,200.
Yeah,
I mean, people care about certain prices and certain numbers. So
you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. The warrants are approaching 10 now. By the way, I'm seeing on E-Trade, DWAC, a bid of 200. Now, keep in mind, these are changing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. This is strictly off of E-Trade. This is not my prediction or anything like that. I'm just telling you guys what I'm seeing on E-Trade right now. It's going back and forth between 185 and 200. So interesting there. Going back to Tesla, it looked like it peaked above 905, hit 908, but then it came right back down. So that's another trade that's working out, but hasn't quite paid like I want because it is a YOLO. So I want to get at least 200% out of it. Actually, 100%.
Which one were you mentioning?
The ticker, Tesla. The options, the options that I'm in is the 920 calls. My first fill was $2.10. Then when it came and tested VWAP, I got some more, and that fill was $1.21 on those.
Still watching, still on Halt.
NVIDIA right around that 320 area. So if you want to get in, you can go ahead and get some 230. I said that wrong. 230 area. If you want, you can get in right here. Just grab some calls for 230. Your stop loss will be below 229. So you're risking about $1 on these right now.
Bitcoin plunging too right now. I know that's not the top topic right now, but Bitcoin really selling off. 61K looks like it's done stuff. You guys there?
Yeah, sorry.
I'm like so deep.
Yeah, no, I'm saying it's good to
we're all like super focused,
scaring away at stuff.
Because here's the crazy thing, right, Ryan? I'm over here looking at Funware warrants. I'm looking at DWAC and then their warrants, and then I've got Tesla and NVIDIA on a little corner here too.
Yeah, sometimes there's just too
happening.
much stuff to watch. It's real, man.
There's just so much happening. I'm amazed, Chris. I appreciate you telling us and teaching us about these warrants because that ARB opportunity was real.
DWAC, I just took it away. Whoa, we just opened at, we're at 144 now. Last print in DWAC. Did we just halt again? Holy crap. That took how long?
And see, this is why you hear me talk about, like, I don't like trading stocks that are halt fest. This is why. You guys are seeing
impossible.
You just said, holy crap.
You just, that was, I guess, a little bit longer. I guess that one lasted 30 seconds. Thanks, Happy. Dear Lordy.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and set a stop loss on
this. This is impossible. You can't. You can't safely trade these things. You can gamble with.
You can get in the warrants though. They're spready as hell. Right now it's $1 spread.
Yeah,
it's a $2 spread.
Huge spread.
Yeah, which is why I'm using limit orders. But
the bid is now. Yeah, you're right. $1. Or sorry, the spread's $1. Yeah.
Yeah, I went ahead and put a stop loss. I sold a little bit more at the. I'll tell you what my fill was. $60 because that was what my limit price was.
You know what's interesting?
I got a stop loss now.
Are you on the DWAC or the FUN?
I'm on the DWAC. I got out of FUN. Yeah.
Okay. So because those fund because unlike DWAC, the fund warrants are actually bunching up here a little bit. I'm watching those.
Mm-hmm.
Just bunching up around 14.
Yeah, DWAC, if it goes ahead and breaks that $50 level, which it bounced off of before, I'll be out. My stop loss is at 48. Knowing my luck, I'll probably get hit and then I get stopped at like 46, but it's fine because I've got like...
Richard, I feel the same way. Don't worry. Richard says he feels like he's at the craps table.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like at a casino today. That's what
this
it
is.
Yeah. But anyway, Tesla. I need Tesla to not... If Tesla, if you're going to do anything, you know what's the beauty of it? Matter of fact, if guys and gals, if you missed out on the Tesla entry, if Tesla gets back to VWAP around $900, to me, and I don't have any data to back it up, just an eye test from trading for a minute, anytime you have like a VWAP and in a psychological number such as 900, which was such a great resistance, it should be a good support area as well. So if you're looking to get an entry for a good risk reward, to me, this VWAP area right here around 950 cents would be a great one if Tesla does come down to those levels. Now, I'll be honest, as a selfish individual, I hope it doesn't because I already have calls. But if you're not in the trade, that's something for you to take a look at. NVIDIA, on the other hand, if you got in around that area, you're about 50 cents away from being stopped out under 229. But let's see how that plays out. And then AMD, I haven't paid attention to the beloved AMD. It looks like it broke 120 to the downside a little bit. Yeah, AMD is not as strong as I would have liked initially.
ATVI. That's
Easy Mike asked about the e-commerce trade again. E-commerce trade is off today, right? Shopify.
Every trade is off today, right?
Yeah, you're right. I guess you're right.
Yeah, ATVI is having a real good time. They had some strong options. They had some strong options. There are big options that came in a few days ago, and you can see it kind of broke that downtrend that it was in on the daily. And then it's just been up and away.
I was in too. There was the December 80s that you're referring
to.
I was in those when that got swept up, like 11K plus contracts that day.
Yeah.
Into earnings here. So
and we've said it before, but for the folks that might just be joining us for the first time or second time, if you go ahead and mix options that are coming in, like the whale money, the big money, the smart money, that's what folks call it in the betting world, and you put technical analysis to it, you can do wonders. You really can. It's a great way to have something in your advantage. By the way, we put a poll out on Twitter that said, are you trading DWAC right now? 71.9% said no. 71% said no. So there are a lot of folks that are on the sidelines because this is a scary thing to trade. And I'm glad because you don't want to get in if you don't know what you're doing, because then you'll think the market is rigged and you'll be out of such a beautiful instrument.
Wow. Fund warrants. Holy cow. $9. $8.
Well, let's see what the ticker itself is doing.
Nothing.
Still halted, right?
Oh, no
Fund
way.
warrants. Oh, my goodness.
That's insane.
Nothing.
That's insane. The gambler in me now wants to get a little bit of a piece of the action because if Funware goes ahead and ticks up, the warrants have got to spike. But I obviously, by the way, DWAC open coming down 135, 134, 133,
132.
Now 138. I'm done. This is all over the place.
Is it halted?
No, it's still going. It went from 133 to 138. Now it's a ask of 135. I feel like I'm like auctioning something off here. 138, 140.
Do you still have the
broke
DWAC
140?
warrants, Zunaid?
I sold everything except I have like 5 shares now left. So that's all I have just for fun. Everything else I went ahead and sold at $64 and $60. And now I have a stop loss at 48 with an entry price of 50 is where I got in.
Okay, at least we're still trading in DWAC. It's open. It's open for business, and we're going here. Well, 121. Whoa.
And okay. Spencer went ahead and jinxed it. It went ahead and got halted at 121.99.
Yeah. Wow, Spencer.
Spencer, why did you have to ruin it?
As soon as you started that, like on the nose.
This is fun. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I can't believe.
Is that fun with the F or with the PH?
I see what you did there.
Obviously.
I see what you did there. I wasn't thinking about it like that, but I see what you did there. Okay, so here's the beauty of it. Look at Funware. I didn't get in the trade, so I can't, be all gung ho about it. Look at Funware's warrants. It came down to $8, and now it just boosted on up to 11.
Can you get it on the screen? Get it on the screen.
Yeah. Sorry. The warrants, you talked about it. 5. Where is it? Right there. Spiked down like Spencer said. And it made sense to get in them because Funware, the ticker was still halted. So there was no real reason unless it was just straight. By the way, I got stopped out of DWAC at $48.
Okay.
Thankfully, that was my fill, so they didn't screw me on it. And now it's up. And Funware is still halted. Now, knowing what happened to DWAC, Funware probably is going to come on down too, just because it's correlated, at least somewhat, in my opinion. Now, we'll see what happens. But yeah, you could have gotten $2-3 out of it right there, which made sense to me. I just didn't want to go back to the casino after I already made money. Now, if we go ahead and look at
do we have any insight into where Fun could open? It's been halted for quite a few minutes now.
I will tell you that as soon as I go ahead and take a look at DWAC real quick. If you wanted to play this with a small itty bitty baby size bite, you can put in a limit order at about $101 with a stop loss at, let's just say, $97. That way you're giving yourself a little bit of room if you wanted to have some fun with the DWAC. Now, if you go ahead and take a look at Funware, E-Trade is telling me stupid stuff. There's nothing here from E-Trade side on the level 2. I'm not seeing anything. It keeps flashing back and forth between $25 and $1. So no real accurate level 2 read. I can go ahead and take a look at something else here. Give me one moment. Let me see if...
What's up, Sebastian? Nice to see you. Do we short here? I don't. Zunaid, do you short? I mean, sometimes I buy puts, but I don't short.
I buy puts, and I wanted to buy puts yesterday at $50, and I wanted to go short, and I did try to go short at $50 because I wanted to get a scalp out of it just because of that psychological rejection, similar to what Tesla did at 900. I couldn't get any though. But no, I usually just go ahead and buy puts. That's how I played Tesla short yesterday. I do not actually go short the shares.
PBTS moving up now.
Yeah, even TD Ameritrade doesn't have anything on the level 2 for Funware. That's the high of Funware though is 2404 according to TD Ameritrade. So there's that. I just want Tesla to go. But anyway, a lot of fun there.
Fun where?
Oh my God, you guys are ridiculous.
Oh boy. Okay.
At least the Tesla calls are doing decent, I guess. Oh wait, nope, I was looking at the wrong thing. They're not. I'm down about 16%. My average price is $1.52, and right now they're trading at $1.24. Come on, Tesla. Tap that 920 area before like halftime. Excuse me, before 12 o'clock. I don't know why I said halftime. I guess that's when I take my break. But anyway, you guys see any other trades out there?
PBTS is interesting. I think that just looking at it, we had a huge pull. We're pushing now. I wouldn't be surprised if this makes another attempt at the day high of 103, but not in it right now. Not in it. PBTS is that ticker.
DWAC warrants below 50. Can you imagine how nutty things would be if these had options? Woo-hoo.
No.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's where the real fun happens.
All right. It's 10:16. We haven't even done a crypto update today. I don't even know if I've looked at crypto. What is Bitcoin?
Crypto is selling off like crazy.
Yeah, Ryan gave a little bit of a crypto update.
Yeah, I tried to.
I suppose he did.
Not an official one.
ETH is down to 40. The futures at least are down to 40.40. Bitcoin futures down to 62,000. Wow, what a morning. I'm emotionally exhausted.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna get back to work after this.
I don't know.
I feel like on the squawk, I'm gonna be like, NVIDIA, 900 calls. Do what you want.
And then you'll
with
be
it.
like, DWAC, halted.
Charlie will be like, hey man, that's my job. You stick
Your
to
voice-
options, pal.
Your voice will change. You'll be like,
You don't want me on the main squawk because I'd be like, DWAC, A lot of people losing money. Halt down, $20.
Bid. Anyway,
All from Luke so quick.
all right. I see producer AB here in the background. I am gonna let producer AB take us into the end of the show because I have to prepare for our all access show today.
Yeah, I should probably hop too to get to some writing. So, but this
Yeah.
was fun.
Yeah.
This was fun, guys.
It was
This
a
was
lot
fun.
of
All
fun.
right, Chris,
See
thanks
ya.
a lot, man.
Yeah, of
Yeah, it
course.
was a pleasure, pal.
A ton of
Yeah,
fun.
maybe Monday too. I think Mitch is still gone. So
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yep. Let's do it.
Mitch picked the literal worst time.
I
to
know.
go.
Talk about the time to leave, right? I don't even know if he knows this news yet.
It's like who's having more of a thrill, him at F1 or here us during
Right.
at DWAC?
We are undoubtedly having way more fun than he is.
Yeah.
Man. Producer
All right,
AB.
see you later, pal.
All right, catch
All
you
right,
later.
later,
Chris.
guys.
Is DWAC halted on the downside right now?
Yes, but the warrants are still trading.
So I can't sell mine?
No.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on. Before
AB.
everyone leaves, I guess Chris left. But AB, what was your entry price?
He's joking.
I'm not joking.
I'll join
I'm not
back
joking.
in.
Okay,
Spencer.
okay, Chris.
I wanna
Chris,
hear.
Chris is
AB,
back.
what's
AB,
up,
what's your
AB?
entry price, baby?
All right, hold on. I'll pull it up.
If
Spencer,
you say-
yesterday when we were on the midday show, I had not bought in yet, but then I realized I was like, if I've learned anything from this year, I can't discount the chance that DWAC runs today. And so I got in yesterday at 42.45. I'm up 187%. Not that big of a position. As you can see, DWAC currently makes up 3.91% of my portfolio. But yeah, I don't think I could sell it right now, even if I wanted to.
So, just looking at that $42 price, I'm like, good God, what made you want to get in at 42?
Because I was like, this
You
is
were
why,
having
'cause
Chipotle and you said, yeah, why not?
I was like, because I figured like, okay, worst case, it's $20 tomorrow and I lose $20. Best case, it's 170, and that's
Oh, man.
kind of what happened. So I don't know.
love it.
I just
love
yell at
Well,
it.
Congrats to you, my man.
Yeah, Hex got in with me. James got in at 43. Tight stop. I actually tried to put a stop on it, but I don't think I know how on Robinhood.
We've got a family of degenerates. One of us doesn't know how to put a stop loss on Robinhood.
Do you have to do it like when you buy the stock? I thought you could buy the stock and then.
Full disclosure, I don't know how to do it. I don't have a Robinhood account. I don't know how to do it on Robinhood either. I'm sure it's easy. But AB, you can throw out a sell order. You will not get filled, but you can put your order out there.
I'll sell at.
Yeah, but you might get filled at like a ridiculous spike.
Yeah.
Something.
I'm not saying you should, but if you really want to, you can.
So, oh wait, no, that's in dollars.
I don't know how to do sell stops on Robinhood.
By the way, just so you know, we can still look at your screen. Just so
You hit trade, you hit sell, and then the top right where it says shares, you have all the options of your different types of trades.
So sell all. Okay. But
I'm on the app, not on the.
Oh, he's on the desktop version.
real quick.
I wanna
warrants.
Aaron, I don't know if you can do it.
I want to put like a market order. I want to put a limit. I want to put like if it gets to 140, then I'll sell.
If you're gonna do a market order, I need your screen to be live for the next 20 minutes, just so we can all see what ridiculous price you got filled at on Robinhood at a market order.
Wait, is it not possible to do like a mildly exotic order on the Robinhood?
You're talking about like a stop limit?
Yeah, I don't know if he can do it.
There's no way, bro.
Yeah, you can do it. I don't.
There's
Dude,
I
I don't
use
know.
the app and not the.
I actually tried to figure out the stop loss. Let's see what time this was at. This was at 2:06 p.m. So Spencer, I think it was like right when we hopped off air yesterday. I was like, you know what? I got to get in on this. I can't let everyone have this.
It says there's something called a stop.
Okay, wait. Scroll. AB, scroll up.
Let me log in and see.
Scroll to the very top. Okay, so sell DWAC, right? Wait. Why is it? Oh, is that lock button because it's halted? Is that why?
Maybe that's what it is. That's what
it says.
I don't
know. I love this message from Robinhood. Some stock exchanges, not Robinhood, have temporarily halted trading of DWAC.
Not Robinhood. That's
funny. My goodness.
Wait.
How many?
Wayne's trying to help you out in the chat, AB. He's trying to help you out. He said go back. Maybe go back to your portfolio.
Anthony's upset with us.
Anthony, we don't. Hey, we don't all use. Wait, in our
Wait, how do I
defense,
how do I cancel this? I
we
wanna
don't
sell.
all use Robinhood here, Anthony.
Yeah.
I don't want to sell.
Hey,
Oh, I
wait,
think I
where are you
sold.
at? Go back to sell.
I think I already did.
This is so dumb.
How
Right
many zingers does it take to
This
figure
is
out
the dumbest
Robinhood's
thing that's
sell
ever
order?
happened.
Right next to sell, do you see a
Stop!
down?
Stop! Time
arrow?
out! Time out! Time out! DWAC open. Thank you. 99.
Oh yeah. Okay.
99.
I know, but I already sold it on accident.
Why did you get filled at?
I don't
Pull
know.
up your screen. Pull up your screen.
Wait,
Let's
dude,
see.
Because
come
he
on.
probably had a market order out.
I sold it for 108 per share.
Okay, hey,
Considering it's
that's
at
better than the
99 now,
whole
it's
price.
not-
That's over double what you paid. Like,
Yeah.
wait. It opened at 110. You got filled at 108. That's pretty good.
That's
Yeah.
really good.
let's see what it's at now. I can buy back in for a lower price. than I
warrants
sold it.
are around
Stop
40
it.
right now.
Wait, I thought warrants are only before the company SPAC.
Oh, AB, I don't even want to explain
Dude,
to you
dude,
because
this
you're
is
going to
the dumbest
YOLO
thing
into
we've ever done.
warrants. And
What is the warrant ticker? DACW?
DWAC.
you can't get warrants on Robinhood, though.
AB reminds me of like a younger brother that gets excited and just wants to go all in.
Dude, this is the stupidest thing that's ever happened to this show.
This is probably the best show we've ever done. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not the most profitable show we've had, but it's definitely the most fun.
Yeah, this is
Wow.
when we used to do like the GameStop all day streams, and it was just talking about one stock for hours.
Tesla
How many
is
viewers do we
absolutely
have?
look at
I don't even
Tesla.
know.
Tesla's absolutely ripping to all-time new highs. 908 a share. I have an open call spread that I'm doing well on, up about 273%. Might be time to sell.
Yeah, my Tesla calls are not moving as well as I'd like, and that's mainly because of theta, right? So I bought the calls at 900 and I got them at 895. I bought the 920s. My average price is 152, and right now Tesla is approaching 910, and my calls are still down 3%. So it's like theta is really getting me right now.
Wayno, thank you. I'll know now. But okay, so my only question is, so let me just go to Tesla. I'll use this as an example. If I go to buy Tesla,
Yeah.
I can
See-
use it. I can do this at the beginning, like set a stop loss order.
Probably
set a
because it was
trailing
halted
stop
and you
order.
couldn't.
Yeah.
But if I buy, okay, but let's just go to a different stock that I have in my portfolio and try to put a stop loss on it. Let's say on Facebook. I want to put a stop loss on my Facebook shares.
Yeah.
So do
There
I
you
go
go.
to?
Yeah, you can do it. You
Yep,
know
the
what?
down arrow.
Zunaid's right. It's because it was halted.
It's probably because it was halted,
Yeah, you might
which
not
is
be able to
dumb
do
because
that.
that doesn't make any sense to me.
No,
but
that's
Wait, so now if I go to, do I do it in sell?
yes,
Does-
you
yeah,
would do
the
it in
stop order?
sell,
Yes.
stop loss order,
stop loss or stop limit or
or
trailing
stop.
stop.
I like stop limit, but yeah.
I like
Alright,
tra-
so
I
what
like
is-
trailing
so
stops.
stop limit. So this is saying if it gets to a,
So put in 324, or actually just put in 300 just to be safe.
So AB, it's a different kind of order. So a stop loss is you're gonna end up having a market order, right? A
After
stop-
your stop gets triggered, yeah.
Right. Your stop gets triggered, then you have a market and you get filled. A stop limit, your stop gets triggered, and then you have a limit order at your price. So you may not get filled. You may not still get filled.
so they need to be the same price.
Well,
No,
no, because no, you should do it like 390 and 299.50. That way, it's like,
For
hey,
my limit price.
correct. That way,
So
it's like,
if-
hey,
so
anything in
if
that 50-cent area, I'll get filled.
So this is essentially saying if Facebook drops all the way down to 300, then I have an order out to sell at 299.50.
Yes.
At least 299.50. You
All
might
right.
get filled at 299.75, whatever. But if it goes ahead and crashes and you don't get filled and the stock ends up at 297, you're still bag holding because you did not get a price of 299.50
So I can do
or better.
1.28. No, one.
Are you actually trying to sell? Or are you just testing it?
No, I just want to know how to do it. Good
Yeah.
till canceled. But
And place
it
the
doesn't.
order.
It doesn't give me an option to just sell all of it. Like it says, I have 1.28 shares available.
So it doesn't let you sell fractional shares?
Yeah.
I
that's-
guess not.
that's
Whatever.
what is that? I don't know how you have that, but whatever.
All right. So your order to stop limit sell 1 shares of Facebook has been placed. So now if Facebook, I can rest easy knowing if Facebook takes another 5% dump and gets all the way down to.
Not rest easy.
No, not necessarily. You may not get
Wait,
filled.
what?
Because you have that limit order.
Come
AB's done with us.
This is the difference
All
between
right, I'm hopping, guys. I just wanted to say hi
All
to
right,
AB
okay.
and
See
hear
you,
about
Chris.
DWAC. See you guys.
stop.
Bye, Chris.
Oh my gosh.
Producer
Stop-
AB, we've got something called Trading School, which I think would be a great
Oh
tool.
my gosh. This is ridiculous. I can't believe we're explaining limit orders and market orders. Okay.
These are all YOLO options this past week, Spencer.
Real quick before we dive too deep into this one, Nvidia is now at 231. You're up about 70% on those calls. I'm gonna go ahead and sell at least 3/4 of my position. The rest of it, I'm gonna leave it be. The Tesla 920 calls is finally up 3%. Do with that what you want. These are YOLOs, so I'm gonna either let them go 100% or let them expire and cry later.
Damn, Zunaid, you were getting into some YOLO options without telling me. I would have followed.
He did it early. He did it. Were you?
I did it early, bro. Literally at the open.
No, I don't
went
wake up till 10.
Yeah, I was.
I rolled out of bed and got here.
Oh,
wait, is Jason watching? Just kidding. I was up at like 7 a.m. this morning.
Benzinga Pro. Everyone should absolutely go ahead and check it out.
DWAC warrants have officially fallen 50% from the high.
Wait, where's DWAC at now?
DWAC is halted, but the
It's
warrants
still halted at 99.
The warrants have gone from 79 to 38, 39 now.
Just a staircase. Look at this. If you look at my chart, it's just a little staircase of just doot, doot, doot.
You want to see a staircase? Look at the ATVI 1 minute chart, and we'll then that's your staircase.
Wow.
Oh, that's a different type. Oh my goodness, you
Look
are
at that
not
staircase,
lying,
baby. Let's go.
You are not. That's an escalator, baby. That's not a staircase. That's a ride to the airport terminal.
So strategically speaking, the calls that I'm in, the 80 December calls, they're now in the money with
awesome.
Over a month to go. So this is where you're going to let your winners ride. I think when you get to 100%, maybe shave half your position so that you can't possibly lose, ride the rest and see where we go. I expect some good news though. So
at some point you're going to want to roll up and roll out too.
I really do have to hop and prepare for a show today. So I'm going to let AB run with y'all.
Yeah, I'm in charge now. What time frame was that Activision chart on?
1 minute. You're staring at the 1 minute right now.
Dude, that looks pretty strong.
It looks like an illiquid stock that just has an uptick every minute.
I actually don't like for more long. Wait, I'm echoing now. Oh, it's on your audio, isn't it? All right, I just muted your screen. We're good. Your desk when you're sharing your screen, your like screen audio. But we're good. I muted it. All good. Oh wow. I actually like a lot of the other video game stocks more than Activision. Like for a longer term trade, if like an investment, like I'd rather buy Take-Two. But Activision's chart looks very strong right here. Oh, what's up, Helms? Yeah, shout out Justin in the chat.
I went ahead and showed the daily. I mean, you can see that it was in that downward trend. And as soon as it broke it, I mean, it's been green after green after green after green, and the market's been helping quite a bit as well. So, but keep in mind, though, you could get a real nice earnings run up because I believe the report looks like on November 2nd. So you could get a real nice earnings run up, and then you may want to sell.
So Hexpony is asking, can you flip on into a day? Oh, you got a daily chart there. Hexpony is asking, is ATVI forming head and shoulders? So part of the trade thesis here that we've been working on, and I've been working on this with 13, who you have probably seen around, is that, this could potentially line up with some of the fundamentals, right? So the left shoulder would be the 5th of August. The head would be that little area in early February. And then this right shoulder here, hopefully we're forming by running up towards the 88 level. So we'll see if that happens before earnings, or perhaps right after earnings. This is part of the impetus of this play, along with some of the issues where the lawsuit might get thrown out because of the conflict of interest with the lawyers. So,
all right, I'm gonna go ahead and close my Tesla call spread. I believe like the most I can get out of this is $5, since it's already at $4.25. There's no reason to sit into it for another $75. So I'm gonna it's falling now. I'm gonna put out an order just to sell it at $4.10. Close it.
Hey, yo, my 920 calls just went down. What's happening?
I don't know.
And now I'm down 30%. I was just up 5.
All right, close that.
Is
Officially
the market
closed.
yanking? Hang on, let's take a look at the market. Oh yeah, that's what it is. Spy went ahead and took a little bit.
All right, folks, I'm going to get going. Happy
Later,
Friday
pal.
to everybody. We will be, it sounds like we're going to be back at this Monday, right? Producer,
Yeah.
don't burn the place down, all right? Don't make all the money. Don't take all the money from the market. Leave
No,
some
I won't. I don't want
Okay.
to. I don't want to like close the market from taking too much from it, so no one else can trade. That wouldn't
Yeah.
be fair.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good looking out. I mean, this is a producer AB. Good looking out, my man. This is what we really appreciate. Thanks a lot.
That's funny. It kind of reminds me, real quick before you go, Ryan. Right before COVID hit, like in March of 2020, I was in New Orleans for Mardi Gras, and I was like, "Oh, I'm going to the Harrah's on Canal Street. I'm gonna put this casino out of business." And then like COVID hit the next week. I was like, that is not what I meant. Okay.
That's funny. I didn't see that coming. That's funny.
I didn't see that one coming either. All right, guys. You have a great Friday. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see you next week.
Say it, pal. Oh man. All
right,
AB,
Zunaid.
what are you doing, pal? What are you hanging out with yourself by to 30 minutes?
Hanging out by myself?
What do you got? What's coming up next?
I don't know. We usually have SPAC Attack at 11, but I don't think we have that today. So we're just going to be chilling. We've got Power Hour, our midday show starting at noon. I mean, yeah, let me know, Zunaid, if you're making any trades, we can take a look at different stocks. If not, we can end a little early today. I mean, usually Friday, volatility kind of starts coming out of markets a little bit earlier than most days. But today, I mean, it seems like it doesn't really seem like Friday right now, trading wise, although the SPY did just take a little dump ski.
Yeah, I mean, we've had movements in a lot of stocks that we talked about today. Went ahead and talked about Nvidia earlier, got out of those calls. Majority of them only have about 1/4 of a position left. If it breaks VWAP, I will go ahead. Actually, if it breaks 220, if it breaks 229, I will go ahead and cut it and get out of it. My Tesla calls are just straight up YOLOs. At the moment, they're taking a little bit of a beating, but I'm hoping for it to break that 910 and continue on towards 920 because those are the calls that I have. Looks like someone wants to real quick have us take a look at AZN. AZN, I don't really see anything here on the 10-minute. If you wanted to, you can get in right here, but the stop loss to me isn't going to be till about 61.70, and then you should go ahead and get out. But a lot of these wicks there, I personally don't really see anything. Looks like DWAC halted again to the upside.
Oh shoot, I'm out.
Where is it?
I'm fine with that. Look, I bought.
Oh, it's still at 98. It's still at 98.
I know. I sold it at 108. I made about $50-$60. That'll buy my first 10 beers this weekend.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Trading these type of stocks is let me get some weekend cash, right? That's what it is. And that's what we've been able to do today. That's what you just did today. So
dude, I bought a call spread on Facebook yesterday, like a month out, thinking oh, I think Facebook bounced from here. And then the Snapchat shit came out last night and Facebook's just fucking down so much today.
So if you have Facebook, so I literally told the chat this earlier on the show. This could be a good area to get into Facebook if you're still a believer in the company, because they report on Monday. And if they have a completely different experience than what Snapchat did, then, I mean, because keep in mind, Snapchat's only web-based. Facebook is not, right? Snapchat's app-based. Facebook is not. So, and Facebook also has so many other things going on for it with, WhatsApp and all that stuff. So if you're a believer in it, and you get a 4% dip here today, may not be a bad area to get in. Hit the lows of about 322. If you wanted to go short Facebook, though, for a trade, you can. Your stop loss would be right above VWAP. So if you see a 5-minute candle close above the 325 area, you should go ahead and get out. Otherwise, you can go ahead and go short via puts, and your stop loss, your profit taking would be around 323.
Yeah, Buffalo by Bicycle in the chat saying Facebook already said that Apple's hurting them. That was the biggest thing. So when Facebook initially went public and the stock kind of sucked for a while, it was always yeah, Facebook's got all these users, but they're not good at monetizing them. And then Facebook really kind of revolutionized the way it did customized advertising, where I don't know if you've ever seen this. I don't really go on Facebook that much anymore, Zunaid. But when I used to, 3 or 4 years ago, you'd see advertisements that were like a t-shirt that would say like, my name's Aaron and I was born in May. Like, you know, like the ads would be so customized like for you that it was crazy. And that's what they were doing, was they were using people's personal data to get these curated ads. And so advertisers were willing to pay a higher premium on Facebook ads because they knew it was targeting their right audience. And now obviously a lot of Facebook, if not a majority of Facebook's traffic, is from the mobile app through Apple. And now that Apple's not allowing companies to do that, it's obviously going to hurt that ad revenue. And they've already come out and kind of said that they're being hurt by that. But
so if they've already said it, then the market already knows then, right? I mean,
right.
It's not like going to be a secret or anything like that. Now, how much it's hurting could be something that ends up being a story, but they already know what's up.
Right. And then so, I mean, yeah. And so the earnings, they could say it could end up being like, oh, it's hurting a lot more than we thought, or it's hurting less than we thought. But as we've heard Mark Zuckerberg, I mean, he's like, he wants to move away from the whole, like, he's not even worried about the Facebook app right now. He wants to be the metaverse, you know, whatever. And I like Facebook's long-term bull case from the Oculus side. If Facebook did get broken up into, you know, 3 different companies, Facebook, Instagram, Oculus, I guess 4 different companies, you can throw WhatsApp in there too, I would invest in Oculus over all of those other 3 companies. I think that's going to end up being a very strong vertical of their business. But Zunaid, let me pull this up real quick. What's going on here?
Oh my goodness. I don't know. I haven't heard of any news that would impact it. And I think a 3% move is kind of normal for Bitcoin. You know what I mean?
I think a lot of people are calling for a correction since we hit all-time highs. But I think there are a lot of people out there that were expecting Bitcoin to really run after we got through that, you know, initial resistance of hitting the all-time highs.
Well, so you always get not always, excuse me, but you oftentimes get a retest, right? So you oftentimes could get a retest to the all-time level, 60,000 perhaps as well. And then you could see us go off, right? So many times if you go ahead and take a look at a chart, you'll see, I don't know if ATVI did it or not, but I'm just going to pull it up just to see if it did. But you'll see a breakout, and then you'll see a little bit of a test, and then it'll continue to go. You can see a little bit of a wick. It didn't completely. Matter of fact, yeah, right there. Look at that. ATVI, if you want to pull up my chart.
Yep.
You can see that it broke out here, and then you had a retest right there as well, right? So sometimes stocks do that, and then maybe crypto is going to follow suit because technicals is similar all across the boundaries. And you've got DWAC, by the way, open, flying, 104, 105, 106. I should just commentate this like it's an esports.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Dude, look at this. Have you guys looked at Phunware at all today?
Yeah. I traded Phunware warrants today. I had a lot of fun with that. Phunware is still, by the way, halted. It's been halted for more than 10 minutes now. Nothing really happening there.
Looks like it's been halted for like 35 minutes.
Yeah, it's been, the warrants are out there at almost $10.
I mean, this has happened before with Phunware. If we go down here, it got all the way up to 308 a share. And this is actually, we had CEO Randall Crowder. I think he's the CEO, might be CFO. No, I'm pretty sure he's the CEO, Randall Crowder. I've spoken to him a few times. He's a really good guy. We've had him on the show before, and it was kind of right around when like GameStop was all going down. He basically said like, hey, look, we were GameStop before GameStop. Like, look at this short squeeze we had back in February of 2019, like went all the way up to, and this was before, I mean, obviously before
COVID.
It
went up to 308?
Yeah, so this was before COVID. This was before we even had like the retail boom in the market. So imagine if we had all these retail traders back then when this happened. I mean, I'm sure it could have even gotten higher than that, but
that's insane.
I'm gonna call Randall when we get off and see, you know, maybe, I mean, I know he's a big shareholder. Maybe he's going to sell some up here. I hope so. I mean, the stock's up 1,000% in a day. Why wouldn't you, you know?
Yeah, no, for sure. By the way, Phunware out. Oh my goodness. Here, let me just pull up Phunware.
Oh, wow. Yeah, look at that.
Phunware, there it is. If folks want to take a look at it.
Oh,
having a good old time. Bounced off. Oh,
and I think DWAC is open.
Yeah, DWAC is open. It's approaching REWAP from what I see. Now it's at 115.99. Is going to get halted right over there. You've got Phunware trying to break the $10 level.
Happy saying that's not a good chart. It's been up to 550 in February 2019. Talking about Phunware. I trust me, I'm not in charge of Robinhood's charts. This is not the best place to check charts.
Yeah, that's why I was like 300 is a little crazy. But regardless, Funware is bouncing around between $10 and $9.
People are talking about Prague.
Let's go ahead and take a look at Prague. Why not? Prague, yeah, sure. $2.82. Nothing happening there yet. Did have a halt up, and then it smacked down right after it.
All right, y'all. Let us know in the chat what else you're looking at. Obviously, we've got the big names today. DWAC. We checked in on Funware. Tesla making new all-time highs. Let's go check back in on Tesla. We were at that 9.0. Okay, yeah, it's coming down off that 9.08, 9.09. I think that 9.10 level is going to be kind of like a psychological resistance. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, some people are calling for Tesla to hit $1,000 by the end of the year. We'll see.
Yeah, we definitely will. I know some folks went ahead and purchased $1,000 calls for next week and 2 weeks out. So good luck to them. But you do have Funware breaking $10, approaching 11, getting a little bit of resistance right there. And then you've got
we're going back up on the.
Yeah. It's at $10 now. Or excuse me, it's at $11 now. Funware is creeping up. And then you've got DWAC at 119. Funware looks possibly to be halted here at $11.09 on the bid. And there it goes. Funware halt.
Holmes, yeah, saying he's watching Created. Wow, up 100%. I haven't even heard about this one yet today, and it's up 100%. What's up with all these movers today, Zunaid?
Why did it move without me is a real question. What's the ticker?
CRTD.
Let's go ahead and take a look at it. CRTD. Okay. And to think that it's 100% at the quote unquote lows here, it did hit a high of looks like about close to $10. So it was up even more than that earlier.
Helms, yeah, saying he got in on some calls. Was that before this move or after the move? Either way, I like the play. Buy some cheap calls. Let's see.
The calls are up 1,800%.
We'll take those all day. Zunaid, we'll take those all day, baby.
The $5 calls yesterday were closed at 10 cents. And now they are worth, last trade, $2. They were as high as $5. There's a reason Robinhood does well with their gamifications and the crazy amount of options that they trade.
Okay, so Helms is saying he bought some calls down here at the dip. He sees some flow coming through. Yeah, I like that play. Let me see. Let me look right here on the. So
shout out to the flow traders.
He said December 17th, 7.5, 140. You know what? I'll get in one of those with you. Oh,
AB just throwing money.
Can I do it? Yeah, I can do that.
AB just throwing money. I like it.
Let's get one of these. 140. What was your cause? Helms?
Matty Ice, and that's the thing. We're not a show just to tell you what to get in and when to get out, and you follow us. We're here to kind of give you ideas and guide you because there's 20 ideas out there that we'll give you. It's up to you to see which one works best for you. Oh, totally understand. Having a full-time job and trying to do this, it's tough. May want to look at technical analysis and things like that and swing some of your trades and not try to day trade necessarily.
All right, Helms, we're in together, brother. I got 12/17, December 17th, 750 strike price. Got it at 140, down $15 right now. But hey, this can run. I like it.
How many likes do we have before we hop off?
I don't know, not enough. Everyone smash the like real quick. Smash the like if you've made some money today. Smash the like if we're trying to make some money. We're trying to make some money, Zunaid.
We have. I mean, you doubled up your investment, and I say investment with a very loose term of investment.
Yeah, I don't know. So
you've got a Tiny Pie Media, Zunaid. You're doing all the rules that Spencer taught ABA. When you leave them with the devil, bad things happen. That's all I'm going to say. Spencer should have stayed, but he had to worry about all access.
I mean, look, you can follow all the investing rules in the world. What investing rule out there would have told you to buy DWAC yesterday at like $45? None of them. But if you did, you're up more than 100% today. So
I'm gonna need you to put up the disclaimer, please.
All right, I'll read the disclaimer real quick. Where do we got? All content is for informational purpose and not to be used as investment advice, Zunaid. Opinions do not represent those of Benzinga.
Nope.
Hosts and guests may maintain positions in the securities discussed.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. What I say is for entertainment purposes only.
I know, Ron. I agree. I'm sorry about the Robinhood charts. I'll let Zunaid do the actual charting. I'll just use this for trades. I can't disagree with that.
I've got Funware still halted, so there's not much to look at there. You still got some trading happening, by the way, in DWAC. Why don't I go ahead and take a look at that? By the way, you can shut me up and we can hop off whenever you want. I don't have a meeting I don't have the squawk till 11. But even DWAC still trading, has been halted up, building a little bit of. Even the candles aren't the prettiest, but it's looking to break 120 here. If it does, we could see it kind of creep on back up. Let's see what the warrants are doing here. I'm going to take a look at them on Pro, or excuse me, on E-Trade. So now the warrants are back up at $50.
All right, DWAC's all the way back up to 120. 118.
Do not try to get in.
No, but I mean,
you know what's crazy is you went ahead and made obviously like $80 or whatever it may have been, and then you've got to pay capital gains on that.
Wait, yeah, yeah.
Easy Mike said he got in back into
Wait,
DWAC at $86.
What is the short-term capital gain tax?
It depends on like a lot of other factors, but I think I always account for it to be worst case 35%. So if I make $100, I know 65 is all I'm taking home. Obviously, then it depends on deductibles and this, that, and the other. But that's what I'm taking a look at here. It looks like Funware is back open. Funware looking to break that $12 level, and it does, approaching 1236. Got a little bit of momentum here. Now, this is my VWAP on. If this VWAP is true, I mean, what a beauty Funware. Went ahead and tested that VWAP, and it goes ahead and continues. I need someone to verify in your platform, is VWAP or was it really at $8? Because if so, that's crazy. I don't think it's at that. E-Trade's VWAP is all over the place. So I don't know if I trust who and what. But
wait, Zunaid, does that mean I should make some bad trades so I can not have to pay that much in taxes?
Well, here's the thing, right? Would you rather keep the $65 after paying taxes, or lose everything and not pay taxes, but also not take home any money?
I don't know.
What do you
actually? I don't think the paying the taxes on the capital gains that big of a deal, because it's money that I made that I wouldn't have made anday. You know, right? So
yeah,
like, even if I make like you said 35%, if I make $1,000.
You're gonna lose
$350.
Correct.
That's still $650 that I didn't have before.
Yeah,
and I didn't really have to. Like, you can say I worked for it and I risked money for it, but I mean, at the end of the day, not a big deal.
Now, when you and I one day hopefully get into the millions, then we're gonna be like, hold on a second.
No, because then once you're in the millions, you don't even pay taxes. We'll have like offshore. We'll have offshore bank accounts, or hypothetically, we could have offshore bank accounts and.
AB is going to get a call from the SEC, Jason Raznick, and Luke on a conference call about all the things he said here on stream today.
No, I'm serious. Like, once you start making that much money, you have creative accounting, whereas like you and I right now, we're more stuck just like paying the actual fucking.
The most creative I've gotten is creating an LLC, because what I do, I trade for a living. So I do have like an actual LLC and things like that. By the way, you've got Solar Up talking about, keep in mind wash sale rules. Absolutely, 100%, especially if you sell something at a loss and you get back into that same security or a similar one within 30 days. You got to be mindful of that. If you do day trade for a living, highly recommend you, one, get a CPA, get an accountant to tell you what's what, and then call your broker, and you can try to, mark yourself as I think it's, forgot, it's been a minute since I've had to do it. I think it's like mark to market or something like that, where wash sales may not impact you. But again, not certified. Don't listen to me. Contact the professionals, contact your broker, and see if they can go ahead and help you out.
Ooh, I'm seeing a potential bullish double bottom if we can get a bounce right here on Sunrun, ticker RUN.
Ooh, don't tempt me.
If it
Don't
if it
tempt
falls
me.
through this though, it's looking very bearish. But if we can get a bounce right here, I like it.
Yeah, James, definitely take a look at it, especially if you go ahead and have a business. You can deduct legal expenses, such as, for example, if you have Benzinga Pro, which the squawk is amazing. I don't know why you wouldn't. You can go ahead and deduct that because that is a cost of doing your business, which is day trading. Your office space is obviously something that you can legally deduct. Again, follow the rules, follow the laws, but make sure you know legal ways to take advantage of the tax code.
Wait, Buffalo by Bicycle. Tell us more about your Uber position. So you're selling calls. I see. I guess your initial Uber position is a long position, so you're selling calls against it. I think Uber is a great stock to sell calls against.
By the way, DWAC smacked on down. You've got DWAC halted, I believe. It's still trying to figure out the halt price, but I'm seeing 104.62 on E-Trade using E-Trade Pro here. And then Funware looks to be halted here at $10.10.
Wait, Thomas Allen, tell me what you mean you can't trade run. Like you cannot trade it physically, or every time you try to trade it, you lose money on it? Because I kind of agree. Every time I try to trade run, I do not don't do well with it, but I do like the company long term, so I'm trying to like figure out more ways to trade it.
Oh shit, I gotta sell this position. Man, my Tesla YOLOs and my Nvidia YOLOs were doing really well. I should have just sold all of it instead of just most of it. Whatever. Yeah, the market just went ahead and said going.
That's fine. It'll do that. It'll come back. Not worried.
Yeah, but my lotto's expired, man.
Baba just continuing to look really strong, showing relative strength against the market again today. Oh, wait. Before you go off the run chart.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Oh, Thomas Allen, you work for them? I don't know. Let me know if you think it's a good stock to buy or not.
Wait, who does he work for?
Sunrun.
Oh.
What do you do? Sell solar panels to houses? But I like that little green candle right there. If we get another one of those, then we could see a little bounce. But I don't know.
Thomas Allen said insider. I respect it.
I know, but Thomas Allen, just tell me, I'll throw one in the chat. If
Shut
like,
up. Don't do that. AB. It's more so like Thomas. Blink once.
Blink if I can. Blink if I should buy or run. Blink twice if I should sell.
We are 100% joking. We do not participate in this. We are 100% joking and just having laughter and entertainment.
Yeah, speak for yourself.
AB, stop.
I'm kidding. Parody.
Let's see. DWAC. Hey, dude, I don't know. I mean, is the party over? Imagine it went all the way to 175. Some human being bought at 175, man.
I mean, could have been a algo. Doesn't have to be a human.
True.
Algos matter. Computers' lives matter too.
What are you on this morning?
I don't know, I've had a lot of caffeine.
I can tell. You're going to get us in trouble. But no, I mean, think about it though. Like someone actually did go ahead and buy at 175. And I assure you, someone is bag holding from 150 plus. No question about it. No question about it.
Jack Douglas and a guy in the Discord said he literally bought at 174.99.
People will say that because they want to be laughed at and all that. I need actual unphotoshopped proof that they top ticked it, or at least in the top 10% ticked it.
Yeah, I think top ticking's cool. It shows you got balls, got up in there right at the very top. Thoughts on some Hex Pony's asking about Urban One. We've seen this stock run crazy before. I haven't really watched it for the past.
This is, I'm gonna butcher this, but it is like a minority bank or something, right? Isn't that what this is?
It's like a media company. They own like a lot of radio station, like black-owned radio stations and whatnot. Like that. It ran like while the
Yeah, I see it right here. The reason I asked that question is because I know there are quite a bit of laws that are helping with the minority businesses and things like that. which is great. But in terms of strictly trading, if you do get some more laws that are favorable for that type of business, then yeah, you could see the Twitter world and the FinTwit world go ahead and take this much, much higher, similar to how it did back in June to $24 or so. But in terms of anything else, I honestly have no read on this. I don't know anything about the business. I don't know what's going on with it. CLF, Cleveland Cliffs. I know Farmer Jim from CNBC absolutely loves this one, or he did. I don't know if he's still in it, so don't quote me on it. But yeah, you got some nice dip buys here at the $19 level, and it's had a nice run here today. It looks like they either have earnings or had earnings. Looks like they already reported. So maybe that's what's causing the nice little jump there. Should we keep buying DWAC? Well, should you? That's up for you to decide. You're going to gamble unless you have a proper risk reward. But besides that, it's completely up to you.
All right. Well, Zunaid, we got about 3 minutes left. We've talked about, looks like Funware's open, DWAC's up. I mean, I don't know. Both these stocks look like they're just going to be halted all day today, but we'll see. James is saying that he thinks that Urban One is trading in sympathy with DWAC.
I can't say anything because I don't even know how. I don't know. I'm not sure, pal. If actually is true, if it's not, I don't know enough about the business.
Let's see.
No filter trading with AB and Zunaid. This should be a show on its own. I'm not sure how quick it would be live because we might get canceled ASAP.
Sunrun is trying to bounce off that 52 flat level. If we can get above the 52.57 level, I like it.
Earlier this morning, man, you can see my yellow highlight here. This is where I wanted to get into FUN around that $5 level. So I was hoping it would kind of have a smackdown and then go. Obviously, it didn't do that, but that's the level that I had to enter FUN. I'm going to go ahead and take that level out because it doesn't matter anymore.
But James, the last year when Urban One was moving, it was moving on the when all like the George Floyd stuff was going on. So I think people were like, it had extra attention because of that. I don't know if it had anything to do with Trump. I don't know.
Yeah. Again, we're just strictly talking about the stock and the movement and how to trade on it. Imagine if Trump was still president and this, I don't know if it would be legal to do so or not, but if DWAC became public, I mean, one tweet of his and then, you know what I mean? Like, imagine how crazier DWAC could be. Yeah, there you go. June 10th, it went up. Or Juneteenth, if I'm pronouncing that correct.
Oh, and guys, by the way, Funware, Randall Crowder, he's going to be at our small cap event next week. Go ahead and posting the link on Twitter to go check that out. Should be interesting. I mean, getting this company on right after this move today. We'll definitely be talking to Randall about that. Thomas is saying he got into FUN at 565. Let me show you guys. I'll pull up my my Robinhood real quick. Jack Zunaid's screen. Go into FUN. I'm kicking myself because if I go down to my history, I bought $100 of this at 179.
Oh,
wait, how does this make sense? How did I sell 122 shares, but I only had
it looks like if you look up, you bought some.
Oh, I did two. Yeah, I did two buys. Oh, I bought 3 times and then sold at 222, which wasn't a bad little. I mean, my first thing, it was like $1 from 127.
Yeah. Nice little.
But if I would have held on to these 122 shares, Zunaid, give me the quick math. What's 122 times? I'd be over $1,000 on like a $200 initial investment.
Yeah, so you had about 122, right? And right now it's trading at what, $9? That would have been about $1,000 worth of equity in it. And you had about what, $200 into it? You would have been up approximately $900, which is about a 450% gain.
Yeah. Okay, that is right. FUN did do the software for Trump's campaign app. Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, let us know if, before we go, if there's anything else we need to look at today, because Zunaid and I do got to hop. We got some real work to do. But yeah, it's been fun today.
Can I get just paid to be on stream? Actually, I'm streaming at noon. Actually, at 1:00, some esports, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, if you
Wow.
like esports, if you like 2K, NBA,
I'll drop a link later if you guys wanna follow me actually on Twitter. My Twitter handle is right there. I'll
No,
be
you
calling
pointed,
some
you pointed
esports
down.
game.
It's actually up.
Is it up for me? No, I
Yep.
see it right here.
Oh. But
Yeah,
wait,
I don't know why that's there. That's supposed to get fixed, but no, that's my actual
got
Twitter
it.
handle.
So ignore the Zunaid up top.
Yeah,
Made in India with
Yep.
X's.
I'll call some esports, some 2K, and you guys can
friends or foe. If you want to buy a screenshot of my Robinhood as an NFT, I'll consider. It won't be cheap, but I would consider.
All right. Let's get to SPAC before we get in trouble. It was fun, man. AB, I'll talk to you later.
All right, y'all. We'll be back live trading next week. I think on Monday. Smash the like, subscribe if you have not already. And with that, we are over and out ski.